Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review. See by title below, yes, this is on my first impressions of episode 1 of Recreators. And it's pretty crazy to think about that this is actually the first anime that I'm watching this season that is not a sequel, like a second season to something. Considering this season is literally the season of sequels. We got like Boku no Hero, we got Attack on Titan, Seikano, Boruto is pretty much a sequel to Naruto, so that's a sequel as well. It's just like when I was looking at the anime to watch this season, to me at least, since I love those anime, it pretty much like took priority over everything else. And I have to admit that like I didn't really pay too much attention to all the other ones. Sure, I saw like some of them like that might interest me, and I looked at them and it ended up watching them. This one though, when I saw it, I was like, that's pretty interesting. Watch the episode. Hell yeah, this is pretty interesting. If anything, this is kind of just like if if you watch Fate Stay Night before, where it's pretty much they have like all these different heroes from the different timelines, different countries, different pantheons, like some of them are half gods and stuff like that, and are sent to the regular modern world, and they pretty much fight off and stuff like that. And that's kind of like what this is, and except pretty much they are coming from like fictional novels or like for instance our main character Celestia is from an anime, also a light novel as well, and pretty much that's something that our main character Sota ends up watching. He ends up looking at his tablet, watching an episode, and gets sucked into the world, to which of course somehow they get sucked back out. To which of course the main antagonist not too sure on what she is planning. They don't really go too much in the story, and a lot of times when you do watch an anime or just anything, not just an anime, a TV show or something like that, if the first episode is usually kind of like an info dump. It's pretty much introduction to everything. But this one, and I mean that's pretty much the reason why it got me so hooked in, was pretty much just a whole bunch of action straight up in the first episode, and it still gave us a gist of what the main point of this was, where we have these fictional characters being brought into this world, to which they view this world as the world of gods, which makes sense considering these creators, everyone there, are the ones who created their story, created their world and everything. So it was a pretty interesting premise to me, at least. So I was like, hell yeah, I want to watch that. I want to see how it is. And it did not disappoint. Like, I like the art style. The animation was pretty damn good. The soundtrack alone was what really got me as well. Like that, the soundtrack during the fight scenes, dude, like I was literally like, holy shit, this is pretty badass. And like the action going on was actually really cool to watch. We have like different types of fictional novel people. So we got one, the antagonist who's like kind of like Fate Stay Night as well, with like controlling a bunch of swords. We got Celestia. I'm not too sure what her power is. She usually has like a mech or something, but she was just flying and pretty cool sword fight at least, so that's pretty cool. And then we also have like Meteora, who is like a mage, to which you don't really see a mage summoning damn rocket launchers a lot, so that was pretty interesting to see. But overall, it was just a pretty cool first episode to watch. The next episode is probably going to be more of an info dump on talking about his world to them, and trying to figure out what is going on, and why all these people are fictional characters are coming into the real world. And yeah, that's pretty much probably what's going to be the next couple episodes. So the next episode may not be as awesome as this one, but what I did see on my anime list is that there's already going to be 22 episodes confirmed. So I'm happy about that. We're not going to have some damn 12 episode season that is just going to be probably rushed, and if anything. So luckily we have 22 episodes and we know from the start already, so that definitely comforts me in knowing that it's okay if some of these episodes are just huge info dumps, because that's okay. I want to learn about the world. I want to learn about these characters, because so far the first episode did a good job at hooking me in with the crazy action, the good animation, the awesome soundtrack, and the overall cool premise, in my opinion, of this the story and everything. So yeah, my first impressions, definitely enjoyed this first episode and cannot wait to see the next episodes for the rest of this season, see how crazy it gets, and what is literally why are all these fictional characters coming into this world, and what other cool characters will we see later in the future? The only thing that I can say I don't like is, of course, the cliche thing of our main character being pretty damn weak in the beginning. Like, maybe he'll get stronger later on, but overall, I kind of would have liked it to, you know, have our main character not be such a wuss straight up in the beginning. But I mean, it's okay to have that sometimes. I mean, it kind of gives like a familiarity with you and the watcher and everything. So it's like, oh, yeah, I guess I would be like that if I watched, you know, if I was sucked up into an anime and all of a sudden in these crazy circumstances and all this stuff going on. Yeah, I would probably be, you know, like that too. So I can kind of see why they wanted that with the main character, but it always gets irritating when you watch these, you know, it gets kind of boring after a while seeing these main characters just be such wusses and get protected by all the other ones until finally somehow he becomes super badass, to which it's awesome when it does happen. So maybe he gets some crazy power. I'm not too sure if the creators have any power over their creations, like they somehow can like write down something and change something. Like I said, we don't really know the full premise, the full story of everything going on right now. We just know kind of like the main, you know, gist of everything, the main premise of somehow all these things are being summoned into the modern world kind of thing, you know. So yeah, who knows, it may get worse, it may get better, but so far with this first episode, I am definitely excited to see some more of, you know, this season. So yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy, don't forget to like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. So till next time, see ya.